Okay. We're live. Hello. Let's see if everything's working. Yes, sir. Right, how about we have a look-see at what we've built so far, huh? Make sure it's all working. Hey, Shock. Yo, yo, yo. Happy Friday morning? I think first 5 minutes of Friday, if I remember. Very early. Oh my god. It's Friday now. Saturday, Sunday. What? Is the bot on? Oh shit. I think I need to set it to turn on automatically whenever I turn the computer on, because I keep forgetting it. Fuck. Man. I've got... Yeah, there we go. It's live now. Yeah, for streamer bot. I need to... there must be a option to turn it on. Like have it boot or start up with the computer, because I keep forgetting. Well, the computer has had an uptime of about 12 hours, so I was cheekily building away while it's meant to be working. Double dipping. Need another bot. Yes, I need a bot to remind me to activate the other bots. Oh man, too many bots. I wonder if I can get ChatGPT to send me automatic reminders. I tried. So the Samsung phone comes with that Google Gemini thing, and I wanted it to, like, I thought I could just talk to it and have it set reminders or update entries in the calendar for me, but it's like it has the, like, it understands what you're saying, but they haven't programmed the part where it actually connects to the apps yet, which is just ridiculous. Because all I wanted it to do was set a reminder in the calendar, like, yo Google, please remind me I have this event on this day. And it's like, okay, I understand you have an event, but I can't update the calendar. Fuck. What did I buy you for? Ridiculous. They were saying they were going to implement it, but it's a lot of empty promises these days. So I doubt it. But I've been expanding the bike highway. Been trying to get these guys off the road and up onto this elevated path. It's cool how you can have so many of them like crammed together. But I've been slowly, over time, adding in bike lanes along critical paths, just to try and get have them be isolated. There we go. 60 times. Oh my god. I think you're holding the high score, Shock. 60 is a lot. My god. I don't know about you, but the weather the last couple of days has been pretty wild. We had like this random super strong rainstorm yesterday, and then like as soon as it started it ended, and then it was back to 35 degrees temperature. I was like, what is going on? Like all the windows and everything was rattling. The whole apartment was vibrating from the force of the wind. So I don't know, maybe the wind has made its way to New Zealand as well. But it's been a bit wild and hairy. Real windy there too, yeah. I don't know how hot it gets in New Zealand, but man, it's hot here. Today it was like 35, I think. So I was cooking. I've been cooking. A lot of places with 30. Ooh. Usually New Zealand's kind of renowned for being a bit chilly, but maybe that's changing. Can I get rid of this pillar? So I can get a good look at the road markings. I'm gonna give that a bit of a curve, huh? There we go. I've been slowly adding like details, like filling in the lanes here to make them look more solid. Try and reflect real life a bit better. But it's a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Because this right lane actually expands into two, and this right lane goes into these two. There's traffic coming up this road. If it wants to get onto Driftwood Street, it has to go right and then right again, kind of like a big U-turn. Good thing is, there's not that much traffic that actually does the double right. Actually, I'll show you. This is what I was working on earlier. So I've extended a raised bike lane up and down this way, and then it sort of curves right and then to the left before reaching the street level. And it has this cool little dog leg that I've filled in with road markings and stuff. I'm actually quite happy with this. It's very simple, but very realistic, maybe? Yeah, I plan to integrate these raised paths into buildings and stuff, so it like fits in. Yeah, like there's a guy here already using it.
Mm-hmm.
But I have found with this narrow, it's a custom road, this narrow laneway, they at the intersections they tend to just pop into the middle. I think this guy will do it. Here he goes. Yeah, he's got the bike lane there, but he's just chilling in the middle. Then they'll go around the dog leg. They do behave a little bit strangely. But I'm just trying to increase accessibility to this metro station. Because this is actually the busiest metro stop on the entire line. Because it's got a very large catchment. Asking me to do a favor, huh? The Pope is a rock star. Welcome. I mean, it looks good, but does it perform well? That's another question. Look at this big crowd. So I had traffic congestion with cars, but now I have bike and pedestrian congestion. I think I'm suffering from success.
Beautiful day in a beautiful city.
This is awful.
And we are gearing up for a fun-packed weekend.
What? Good grief! No way!
Calvin, are you doom scrolling again?
Oh yeah. Wait, sorry. Thanks for
Yeah,
listening.
there's
everybody.
a lot of pedestrians here. I did build like these overpass bridges, but they don't look quite right. It needs stairs.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get somewhere fast. It's worth slowing down. And if you can, plan your trip out.
Okay, let's see if I highlight that. Does that disable? We'll see. But yeah, I made a few upgrades over here too. This little pedestrian and bike ramp. Kind of looks like a car park. Thank you for the follow, Rockstar. And they actually use this thing. They make it up. So I've made a bike route through here just to try and direct them off of the main road onto Victoria's Secret Street. But then I've linked the paths there too, so hopefully they start using it more. If I click on that, there's still a pretty solid yellow bar. Where are they going? All the way along. I don't really want to have elevated cycle paths everywhere, just in the newer parts of town. Because then that feels more like post-modern. In the newer part, I feel like the separation of traffic modes is more in chic. I think I'm using that right. On fleek. No. Something like that. It's more popular. There we go. We'll go with the easier word. So in the older parts of town, everything's sort of flat on the same road. In the newer parts though, like this, we're gonna have everything elevated. Hey Hannah, howdy. How you doing? It's been a little while. As you can see, we've got bikes now. And we've even got bike traffic. We've elevated to another level. I might have to start adding traffic lights just for the... Can I actually do that? Can I add a traffic light up here? Ah. Happened to be at home because you tore your ankle. Oh shit. But like your Achilles. Were you playing rugby union? Hang on. Let's turn on autosave before I forget. Soccer. Ah. Let's just turn this on real quick. Autosave every 30 minutes. Resume. Yeah, my personal trainer does professional soccer, and he had to spend 6 months off and then got back in the other week, and on his first training session rolled his ankle, so he's off again. Which isn't as bad as a torn ankle. Does that mean you have to go and get surgery, Hannah? Soccer, yeah. Yeah, Matrix. Soccer. S-O-K-K-A? Not even the C. It's just K. No, you didn't? Okay, that's good. As long as it doesn't require surgery, because then that's like a whole ordeal to recover. I was lucky that the only sports injury I've ever had was like a mild concussion and a broken collarbone. I haven't like torn anything. There we go. That's all lined up. Okay, it looks kind of whack, but it makes sense. So this traffic coming from here can't go over the lines. Get it checked maybe a few weeks later. Right, yeah. Give it some time to recover. What did they say? It's ice elevate. There was an acronym for it. Like a bunch of letters, and then you follow each step. It was like isolate, ice, elevate. I think. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. There we go. So cars can go straight, and then they have this added lane. Cars here can go straight this way, and we might fill in this gap too. Okay. So let's get started. Turn off snapping and bring that up. Open auger. But if they tell you need to do some physio exercises, do it, because you don't want to lose functionality. Okay, there we go. And then that goes around. Like that. Okay. I mean, it looks a little bit funky, but we'll fill it in with our own little special network. This one. You were hit with a crust. Broken bones, concussion. There was more than a concussion. You were knocked out. In the hospital for weeks, shock. Just a black eye. Oofed. Yeah, those things look gnarly. I haven't gotten a black eye before, just like a bruise like on the cheek, but I've seen people at boxing and stuff with black eyes, and it looks bad. I remember there was a dude, it was actually just like black. Or turned up a week later and it was just all black here. It wasn't like super swollen, just a little bit, but like he looked like a panda. Well, only on one eye. Feels uncomfortable to think of that one part of your body that isn't factoring you anymore. Yep. When it gets cold, it like I feel like the bone there, it feels a bit weird. Like it's a strange feeling. It feels like it's sort of tightened up. And I've lost like most of the nerve feeling here. Just on the skin. Like I can feel underneath, but the skin here is like numb. Because to fix it, they had to like mess around in there. To put the metal plate in. Yeah, you'll wake up, even like years later, you're like, so like, oh yeah, that's not 100% anymore. But it's fine. That's aging. And it's a cool story. I can show off and be like, ooh, I got an injury. What about you? Just a humble brag. It's not really humble. Seems like your ligament snapped. Well, then you should get that checked out pretty quick, Hannah. You can't walk on it at all? Because if it did, then I think you need to go to the get it checked out pretty quick. Otherwise, you might end up with like a limp or something. Doctor said don't need to do surgery, but you're suspecting it's a little bit too conventional. Yeah. Maybe a second opinion. See what another doctor says. I thought I turned off the ads. Okay, there we go. It's always safe to get a second opinion.
Okay, my turn to put Calvin on the spot and find out if he can rhyme.
Right, I put the wrong
5 seconds
network
gives
color
you
in
as
here.
many
This
words
one.
as you can that rhyme with
What?
potato.
Tomato? Fredo? Uh-oh, radio. And... Albino? No, game show.
Good one. All right, everybody, he can rhyme, sort of.
This is Cold Wave. We'll be back later.
And there.
A housing
this side.
shortage is driving up
I swear the
prices
ads are turn them off.
For our feet.
Unless this button just does nothing. Which I think may be the case. It's what you're planning to do later, yeah. I remember yeah, for my collarbone I ended up waiting like, because the hospital said when it broke, they're like, oh yeah, give it should mend, you know, like start rejoining in like 2 weeks or something, so give it until then. So I did, and then 2 weeks passed and it was like, even my shoulder basically, so like normally it's like straight, but then this shoulder was just like down like that. So this one was up here and then this one was just dropped down, and there was like no chance of it coming back together. Even if I like held my arm up, because I had the sling, it was like it just dropped down like that. So then I went to a different public hospital. They referred me to a specialist, and they was like, yeah, nah, that shit's it's broken. You're gonna need a intervention for it to fix again. So always good to get more than one opinion. Why do they all slow down here? Doing U-turns.
Hi.
This guy did a U-turn. Where's he going? Back to there. I suppose I need to create a cycle route that reaches this area, the wharves. Which you can probably do. Oh, this might be why they're rerouting. These buses aren't very effective anymore. Might have to rework the road network here as well. This intersection is causing problems. The buses just don't go. Not good. Positively speaking, it's helping me to drop soccer and focus more on study. There's always a bright side. Got to keep the positive mindset, which is good. There we go. That nice unbroken line all the way. So road markings are done here. Fill in this little gap. That over. Okay. Gonna have to get rid of this roundabout thing. That's a bug. And then through. This is where it starts getting a bit hairy. So straight and left, yep, straight, straight. So these two can continue all the way along. This one turns right, this one can also turn that way. Okay. I think the road markings are largely done here. Then it can continue. Bike highways, yes. It is Harrisport, Hannah. Still going. We've got some a little bit of suburbia and a second CBD up here, which we haven't given too much TLC to this part of town for a little while. I've returned my focus down here. Since the ports DLC, traffic has gotten insane, so trying to alleviate that. And they changed the noise pollution levels as well, so half of my residential here is too close to the industrial zone now. Is always good. Always fun. But yeah, we've been building bike highways and detailing little entry and exit points. Like there's a highway that runs parallel to the railway viaduct, but this is where it starts here. There's a little bridge underneath the railway before this continues up and over to the park. Yeah. When it starts lagging, yeah, you know. Except my computer starts lagging pretty quick. I think it started lagging after maybe the 10k population mark. Seen the news that man who dressed up. Yes, I did, Shock. There's an Italian guy dressed up as his. I think his mother passed away, and then he was collecting the pension for 3 years, and then I think the ID expired, and he had to go in and renew it, and that's when he like dressed up, put on a wig and his mother's clothes, and went to the government office, I guess, and that's where he got found out. Oh man, that's a bit crazy. Got away with it for a few. I know. Every now and then you hear that in the news. Like, I think there was one in Japan or something like that as well. They noticed his deep voice. He should have said, "Oh, I've been a smoker for 60 years or something like that." Then they'd be like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." How many times has the game crashed? We had a counter, Hannah. I think it got up to the counter reset because we changed the code, but it got up to about 60. 60, maybe 70 crashes. We got pretty high up there. But it's been okay. Like, it's been fairly stable now.
We've made it to number 3 on our health trends countdown, and this one was new to me.
A health trend that's new to you. What was it? Flossing? Deodorant?
Ow, that's a burn. But
And what else
seriously,
can we-
listeners, I'm all good with hygiene. You're just kidding, right?
Yeah.
We'll fill in all the gaps
What you
here.
got trending at number 3?
Cold showers. Can you say endorphin rush?
Interesting.
Apparently it's like
Endorphin
watching a horror
rush.
movie, but for your body. Like you think you're about to die or something, but then it's fine.
Say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Exactly. This is cold wave radio.
Interesting news from the city's export division.
Right,
Sources tell
let's
us that our city has more services than
over
we know what to do.
here.
And you know what that means, folks. It means we're not cutting things close enough.
Well, no. The point is we're selling it and bringing money into local
That's right.
economy.
You could almost say it's
Too much of a good thing.
Or we could say that we're enjoying a positive trade balance and the economy is booming. More after this.
This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect
Okay,
delays
so this is going to turn into an alley.
especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get somewhere fast.
A 7-year-old getting pension. Oh my god. Maybe somebody put a 0 at the end there.
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather
God
wait till we're
damn.
in traffic than have to start thinking about everything. Besides, if I did that,
Yeah, when
I'd
can
never
I
finish.
get the pension at 7? Set me up for life. Oh my god. Corruption kind of thing. Yep. That's how it usually is. Somebody at the tax office is getting a cut. I might put a car space here, and then this is a little alley leading to another bit of parking. So forget the parking decals. Do 3. Get rid of that. Trying to make this bike path make sense, because it's just sort of like it's a big sky bridge that then just cuts into this block and then hooks across. So try and make it look like these buildings have been consulted about this path going through, and like it's integrated with the building somewhat. Which I think is already sort of the case. Maybe if we add some structures on the back here. And on this one here to help blend it all together. We'll bring this building forward. There we go. See. Need some stains. I think we do have them. It's been a while since I've placed these stains and stuff down. Here they are. One there. Put a small one here. Okay, that's that, and then a few cracks, because this isn't new. This has been here a while. And they've done a little bit of patchwork, but not enough. Maybe we'll use the light one. Yeah, a bit more contrast so it sticks out. There we go. This one can actually go. What is it? A decal. Oop. Shit. Get that one out of here. I'll try and place that back, whichever one it was. I think it was a stain, this one. Yes, sir. And we'll put down a keep clear space here. Please do not park here. Please, sir. Okay, that's the entrance there. So pull in that way. Get rid of that a little bit, and that. There's a shutter door there. Another opening through there. Damn. See how that immediately looks better without all the green there? Kind of like what we did here. Where it's green in the backyards, but the little rear alleyway actually leads over to this little garage door for the apartment complex there. Something similar for this. I'm just going to build some fences to cut off 46 Orchard Street. Is there anything in the backyard that we can like reference to? It's just a rear garden, there's no driveways or anything. So, pardon me. Break out the fences, huh? Bloody hot. Even though it's 10:48 at night. Still like 30 degrees. I'm melting. I'm melting. Okay, everything's still there. Tree time. Because if we can't build anything, just bury it under trees and it'll do the same purpose. Make it look like it's part of some planter system. Hey, world map. No worries. Oh my god, 57 times?
One for Mike.
No, why? Cemetery gate. Currently on air, so you know how it goes. No worries. Thanks for lurking. Officially tabbed. providing the background noise. There we go. Oop. Okay, I just spiked to 100% CPU usage there because OBS refreshed and my game froze. It's always a minor heart attack when that happens. Because that usually means it is going to crash. Okay, and here, we're going to set up like a plaza for our people out the front. So there's a little shop here. And what we'll pretend is a cafe here. What is that? Patback Medical. Medical there. Oh, it is all just medic stuff. Okay. So, we'll pretend that this maybe is at least a cafe, and then this is part of a pharmacy, like the rest of the ground floor is pharmacy. And this is actually... So here's the main entrance for the apartments, and this is another side entrance for the apartments. And we'll just find a way to differentiate the two. So we'll use these pavers. Whew. Started stuttering again. Move it over by one. There we go. Pocket Park might fit. Yeah, good idea. Which one though? Hang on, it's that tab. They look so similar, the landscaping and the parks. Has to be one of the narrow ones, I reckon. Well, even the narrow ones are kind of big. Someone can probably go there. Maybe bring it back a tad. Just to obscure this blank wall. Okay, so this there is the pharmacy. There's our planters. Over hither. And then I put all of these props down and then we end up messing with the road anyway. I have a feeling. And you know what? I think my feeling's right. So that can turn right there, and this one can turn right, but it's not a protected lane. I think that's what we need to modify.
News for you today.
You mean the cat?
I got a cat, and her name is Quick. Cold Wave Kitty.
The Cold Wave Cat. Nice.
She's adorable, folks.
Don't forget to get her spayed or
Traffic's
neutered.
forming there.
I don't know what that is.
You're listening to Cold Wave. We'll be back.
So this lane
We're
turns
live,
right,
and we're
and
getting
this lane then
reports about
turns
traffic
right here.
accident.
But okay,
Somewhere in the city.
How's
there we go. I'm going to use the lane connector mod. Remove unsafe and remove straight ahead. There we go. I really want custom traffic lights so I can have like multi-phase set up here. I can't have it so that every intersection just doesn't have any right-hand turns. That's not realistic. This level of gridlock also isn't realistic. Okay, I'm going to disable right-hand turn here. See if that does anything. Okay, I'm going to do a little cheeky move here. So that. I'm going to change this road. That. And then we get rid of this road here. So, there we go. That's what I wanted. And we just stretch the node a bit so that it looks... so that is a bit more tapered. Do not need the right-hand turns. What are you saying, world map? What are you saying? What magic are you referring to? I need protected right-hand turns, otherwise city ends up like this. Gridlock. See, we've got 2 lanes trying to turn right, but they have to give way to the traffic going straight. Where's that Ambo? Was that it? There he is, doing a U-turn. Perform a U-turn when possible. And I actually found a cool little trick. So if you use Move It and start stretching and thinning nodes or networks, the road names also like stretch and thin out. So watch this. So that one, if you pay attention to this, you can see how this one here is like, compared to the default, is like super compressed. If I do this, look at that, it's back. See? Big brain moves. Doesn't change the function in any way, it's just purely aesthetic, but I want the road name to at least look decent. Okay, lane connector 2. There we go. Yes, a magic. Magic is real, folks. Oh, I need to fix that. I do enjoy how changing any road messes up all the end nodes. If there's the traffic mod, just breaks everything. How's there actually traffic here? Unbelievable. The bikes, they're too much. Okay, that's another thing I have to fix. Because that's actually creating a bank of traffic all the way down here. Jeez. I fix one thing and break another. Okay, we can fit something here. Maybe some accessible parking, huh? There we go. And we'll put in a bit of wear and tear. Through here. Light curve small. Oh, what? There's cars here? What are they doing here? Yeah, it's just a decal. How the hell? What sorcery is this? Okay, yeah, this is actually completely blocking everything. We've got a lot of cars trying to get... Where? Just parking along this street, I guess. Okay, what is actually the solution here? Roundabout? Come on. See if that helps. In order to preserve FPS, first, second, and third speed are all actually the same in game. I think I need to disconnect this part. Maybe this whole area, because it's literally just like an island, only accessible via this road. I think I should shrink it, lower it back down to be level with the stadium. It doesn't make much sense to be up here. Because then I can start connecting these roads with Driftwood Street and Lake Street down here. And then I don't need to have such wonky connections to this area. Big brain. Top tier design. Because yeah, this is bad. They're all trying to pull U-turns. Okay. Let's see if we can start this. I'm gonna have to delete this stuff up here. Actually, maybe I can keep the university up high, but everything else down low.
5 seconds. Give me as many words as you can that rhyme with
What?
potato.
Tomato? Fredo? Uh-oh, radio. And albino? No, game show.
Good one. All right, everybody. He can rhyme, sort of.
This is Cold Wave. We'll be back later.
For our feature story, we're hitting the streets with Kim this hour, who is reporting about noise pollution near the city's residential zone. So,
Interesting.
Is that music? Yes. I'm going to lower all of this as the first experiment. Went about as well as I expected. We can probably get rid of this road. Maybe even lower this part here. There we go. Yeah, that already kind of looks a lot better. At least these two. Outbreak is finished. Welcome back, everybody. Hi, everybody. Okay, retaining wall here, and here, and here too. Bring that back. So we can sort of make a larger park and seal that metro line better obscure the metro. We could even just get rid of this. And we have now suddenly found a whole nother use for all the land out here. Because now it's got this connection too, which is extremely close to this major roundabout, so we might have to limit entry and exit to this. I know just the way. No right turn, no right turn, so the traffic just flows straight through, and then no pedestrian crossing. Voila! Principus doesn't make much money. We'll move you over here. Now we have an entire city block to play with. Okay, this road might go. Can we replace it with... I do want to use the keys. But the keys behave strangely. Overlapping. If I level that, then we can add more highway, more bike lanes and stuff. There it is. Oh, it still does it. I guess it has a minimum depth. That might be it. I like the look though. I want to keep the look. I don't have to make it super deep. Wide key with pedestrian path. Shallow rib, deep rib. Do shallow rib. Oh, that's a bit poopy. Maybe it does help get rid of a bit of this jankiness. Oop, turn that on. I am clicking it. There we go. Right angle. It's like barely tall enough. Ooh, actually, there's a breakwater. This is it. Yeah, there we go. A lot simpler, but I think it fits the style of this lecture hall thing that we've got here. Like this plain concrete. It's got the right vibe. You know? There we go. Okay, cool beans. Is that, hang on. A little life buoy, they can throw it over. Somebody's drowning in the concrete. Quick. Wait, does it even make boat noises? Okay, some industrial-ish sounding thing. Okay, and that's gonna go. Keep that for now. Okay. This goes over. It's nice and close to this thing. Go. Figure out what to do with Florence Street in a bit. But I was thinking of maybe having like an elevated cycle path that goes up this way. And then meets maybe even at the roundabout up here. We just have it plugged straight in. Because there's a lot of people trying to get in and out of this small area. So if I give them an option to cycle onto the main highway, the main bike highway, then that will alleviate a lot of the traffic issues, get the cars off the road. Yes, it is a shame that they just... The traffic behaves really basically.
Back to Cold Wave Radio.
No,
It's a beautiful day in a beautiful city.
this is awful.
And we are gearing up for a fun-packed weekend.
What?
Wait, what the hell?
No, no way.
What is this guy doing?
Calvin, are you doom scrolling again?
Oh, yeah, wait, sorry. Thanks for listening, everybody. This is Cold Wave
Where's he
Radio. We'll be
going?
back.
Huh? He doesn't want to go straight. He wants to go up and then loop down and then up and over and then around. Where in the hell is this? And he pulls a U-turn here. And makes his way back up the highway. Off the highway, back on. Oh, he's still going through the tunnel system. Across the main bridge. What the hell have I found? And then he exits the highway. Goes the wrong way and rejoins the highway. Does an illegal U-turn again. And then exits again. An alleyway. Another alleyway, turns around. Honestly, what the fuck? And then back. Where is it going? And then up here. This is actually like, I've never seen this kind of AI pathing. And it does that. And exits, rejoins the highway. And then exits. And down this alleyway. And then it goes this way. It's still going. Where does this go? Where does it end? A24? Welcome, welcome.
Just 24 just subscribed for 4 months. Mio Dio, he's streaming again.
Mios Dios. Yeah, I've thank you so much for the resub, man. Thank you. Tier 3 as well. Oh my god. Yeah, I've been following this is a cargo reach stacker. We've been following the pathing. So far it's taken us literally the entire road network and it's still going. Big money for my bigger pocket. Thank you very much. This cargo stacker is wild. It's like doubling back on itself, looping around. Hey, well, Matt. Cheers for the raid. Thank you. Thank you very much. And then that goes up here. Where is this going now? Through my botanic gardens. Did I win at board games? No. We were playing Settlers of Catan. I was they were generous enough not to immediately put the robber on me and embargo me. But for maybe the first like 2 rounds, and then I started snowballing, so they put a stop to that, and then I was basically just stuck with nothing until somebody else got too powerful and out of hand, and they're like, finally they'll move the robber away from me. But by then it was too late. I couldn't catch up. I did start snowballing, but it wasn't enough. Our RNG was against me. So rude. I know. Very rude. They should have let me win. You're not true friends though. Then unbelievable. One friend joined and was complaining because your Wi-Fi is crap. I was going to go for another 5 hours. Wi-Fi is too good for you. Leon's got the 1 terabyte upload and download speed. So when my download is good, my upload is just shit. Yeah, like the Aussie speeds only very recently got upgraded. Before, I was on 100 megabytes download and 20 upload. Now across the board they've increased the capacity. It's 500 download and 50 upload. So, oh, cheers for the follow, Leon. Leon has the Dubai Wi-Fi. Want to host a server, but your router isn't port forwarding. Ah, what were you playing, World Map? Minecraft? That's the first thing that comes to mind when I hear port forwarding. Just an American country boy. Got the still got the telegraph wire. It's not even copper cable. All the mods. Oh my god. Oh shit, I unclicked thingo. Hang on. Let's find the cargo stacker. Where are you? There you are. This is the route, this little thing I was following. But you can see the route is just jumbled and a mess. We went over this way, through town, up and around, then onto the highway and then loop back, over the, all the way to over the bridge, and then even to the up here, and then came back down, went through Clayton Glen, Hawthorne, and then got into Stewardsham. So here it is.
Oh, man, I can't believe this.
Not to be preachy.
Up until about 2023, I had 3. Oh wow!
Exactly the wrong time.
Something that is very near.
Download games in Morse code. Pigeon mail.
Near to my heart, and that.
The battery's gonna die if I don't find it.
Okay, forget it. Your
Right,
stupid
and
phone
we've
is
found the line again. Let's
already
keep following it.
my segment for once.
Unbelievable. It's got
1
zero
gigabit.
charge
Oh,
left. It won't even turn on.
look at this dude.
Female empowerment. Okay.
Humble brag.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, that's Rieta. I'm Calvin. Don't
Had to
go
wait
away.
hours
I'm
just to
gonna go
download
away.
Windows.
Get ready.
Yeah, the 500 speed was I felt very lucky, very spoiled to get that. I'm so used to the slower speeds. Not that slow, not 3 megabytes. 1G up, 1G down. 550 down, 10 up. Internet in the 90s was better, yes. Well, in Australia we've been using copper cable for yonks. Is this its destination? Sorry, I cannot comprehend that this is the route it decided to take. What are the... I wonder... There must be like some very specific parameters for this thing to follow, because it's actually chosen the longest possible route from A to B. It's turned... Shit, that is loud. What the fuck was that? Oh, it's a train. It's actually turned a 1 kilometer distance into about 50. And I don't know how long it's already traveled. Probably longer. Yep, 10 FPS, Hannah. Oh, despawned. Oh. Oh. It's gone. Maybe it realized that the route it chose was ridiculous. Is there any more? There's another one. Oh, that might be why. Traffic can't actually leave. This might help. You're from Eastern Europe, you can shed some light. Guy had to pick up his wife and get her to a friend. And then he had to get the groceries, then he had to go pay the rent, then he had to go pay the bills, then he had to stop by to, I don't know, renew his ID, renew his mum's ID, topical shock. And then maybe he had to stop for lunch, and then he had to go get fuel. And then what else could he have been doing? Might as well do everything you can since you managed to get away. Stop for some bowling. Maybe went to an internet cafe, played some games. Went to the arcade. I don't know, maybe did some what's the thing where they do the painting, you drink wine and paint as well. He stopped and did some of that. Maybe he went and did some paintball. I'm running out of things to say now. He's done it all. Okay, let's fix this. Turn snapping on. There we go. Please don't tell me you don't know how to path anymore. Yes, you do. There you go. Don't think he earns enough to do all of that. Maybe he's broken into the life savings. Spending it all. Hey, Cheese. How you doing, man? Yeah, we've been since the bikes update, we've been building little bike infrastructure where we can, creating little underpasses and connecting it all together. We've made some nice things because they're all very heavily used now. Not so much this one because the over here is not really done properly, but we have a pretty decent amount of bikes that are using this portion of the elevated route. Look at that traffic jam. Got too many bikes. Look at that, beautiful. Even over here. So they can cross over there, get over to the river, or they can go following the train track, basically. Ooh. Oh my god. A border crossing. Left-hand traffic to right-hand traffic. Oh my god, 24. What have you done? We will build over here. We haven't built anything on this side. Gonna have to Alt-Tab. Is there any good border crossings that have that sort of setup? Let's see. Border crossing complex? What are they even called? I mean, we don't have these in Australia apart from like at airports and stuff. There's no road that goes to a border crossing. The toll booth asset, yeah. Yeah, we can use that and then the roofs and stuff, but like what does the complex actually look like? Border crossing checkpoint? Because I assume there's like waiting bays and all of that sort of stuff. You know what? What does the one by like Hong Kong and Shenzhen look? Or even Macau? Let's have a look. Let's turn off layers. Labels. Look for the US or the Mexico-US border. If I turn off the... If I just look at the satellite view, then it's a lot easier. Holy shit, it is complicated. Because the roads switch. I think Hong Kong is the left-hand side and China is right-hand side. But it doesn't actually look all that crazy. Hold up. Where does it do the road flip? Oh my god. Oh, they have like a highway interchange and then it swaps over. Right. Let's look at the US one real quick. Tijuana. Where the hell are you at? Mexicali? Ah, there it is. Okay, so they have the highway and I guess a secondary road entering. And they just all sort of feed into a massive gate. And then that's traffic that enters the US. It looks like there's like a little side thing for cargo scanning. Thanaling border crossing. In Laos. Okay.
You're listening to Cold Wave
Oh, that is
Radio.
very straightforward.
And I'm Calvin, and you're listening to Cold Wave Radio. Don't touch that dial.
Very basic. Lao Immigration Office Friendship, Vientiane. Or what about leaving the US and entering Mexico? What's that crossing like? Oh, the Mexico side. Entering Mexico looks a lot easier. But it looks like a long line of abandoned cars on the Mexico side. Do they have something for trains crossing? I'm gonna have one look at the Macau crossing. Because I think that one's actually, the Macau one's pretty insane. Oh, I can't make sense of that. Okay. That's a multi-layered spaghetti. Alright, I think I'm gonna use a bit of the US Tijuana border crossing. If I can bloody find it. There it is. Okay. Pop that there. Hey, Clovis. G'day, g'day. The Lotus Bridge. Yeah, it definitely looks like a Lotus. But I think there's a whole bunch of roads underneath that don't make any sense. South Africa to Namibia. Hang on. Let's have a gander, huh? Where the hell is Namibia? I need to turn the layers, but the layer labels back on. Oh shit, that's a very long border. I'll do the Tijuana one. The Tijuana. Yeah, we've had a build request come through, Clovis. We're making a border crossing, but we have to make it so that it's like left-hand drive swaps to right-hand drive. So we're gonna have to flip this highway over. And we maybe we'll use this area here for it. This will serve our purpose. Yeah. the only border crossings in Australia are at like is customs and stuff at like the port and airport. So doing a road thing is going to be very interesting. Your city has one of those interchanges. Oh, used to be less complicated. Dangerous roads. What a link. Oh wow. Yeah, a lot less complicated. What? Okay, but we're gonna at least give a bit of a crack at this. We'll set up the basic layout. So the roads here, we'll have them flip for the crossing, and they have all this space to do it. Here is the land reserved for our customs station. I have to alter the path of this railway. Try and keep these all relatively level. Much easier to mess around with heights and stuff if the assets are all on the same playing field. If it starts having different heights, then it starts behaving weirdly. Okay. So what's that? That's my intercity train line. So we might have it so that the railway actually branches off and sort of fans out here before reconnecting to the railway line and exiting. Because there's all this space. And I'm not sure what we'll do with this part here, but over here we might actually have the Orchard Highway come out and enter. How does the US do it? Entry is massive. But it's like this huge fan and then it goes into two routes. And all on the side. I don't really want to add public transport here, so... Unless we also make space for our high-speed rail. Which will eventually cut through the hillside, make its way to town here, and then go around. I don't think we'll have high-speed rail here, it'll just be for the new and improved part of town. So I have an even grander central station. We've got Terminus over there, we'll have Central over here. Yes, Leon. A lot of rambling, huh? Maybe just a little? Just a little? Okay, so let's start the detour. Asleep for 4 hours. Your brain is operating on fumes. Forgot how to words. There we go. Maybe a small police substation? Yeah, for the contraband from the rest of the South Island of New Zealand. That's what this map is based on. Took a nap. You're on break. Just finished your final exam today. Oh. Yeah, there's HSC exams going on in Australia. I think they've mostly finished, so that's like the graduation exams, I guess, in Australia. And a few viewers have been surviving, barely, doing all those exams. I remember doing them, and it was stressful, very stressful. I remember somebody actually fainted before the history exam, which was a bit shocking. Okay, so this is going to be the detour, and then it's going to hook up directly with there, so it'll form another bridge, and then we'll have all of this like teardrop space to play around with. But I was thinking the port roads themselves would actually be pretty good, because if we go and have a look at them, like these large concrete pads, which kind of looks like maybe we can actually turn it into a port out there, just a land-based port. Okay, cool, we've unlocked everything too. So, water. Medium port. Now, what else can we make here? Auxiliary port gate. Port security. There we go. Okay, so we can actually make it look kind of like what you're asking there, Cheese. Just move that over here for now.
We're back and we're talking favorite drinks, and we're down to the final. Who will take the prize? Will it be kombucha?
Okay, how wide can we make this?
Latte.
I still think it should be ginger ale.
Ginger ale lost to lemonade back in like round 3.
Or water. Water's still pretty popular, right?
Yeah, sure, if you're into
So if we
crime.
do...
True, so how do we decide which one wins?
The same way we decided all the others. Flip a coin.
Genius.
And the winner is
Okay.
heads.
Congratulations to all our contestants and our very special winner, Heads.
You're listening to Cold Wave.
Oh, there's one exit point. Ugh. Nasty. Is that really... Huh. Yeah, okay. I thought we'd have a few better options than that. Hold on, is this for the American standard? Why is it showing? Is that just the orientation arrow? Okay. Whew. Hey, Grey. This will be the greatest border crossing in the history of great border crossings. Yes, it will. Fingers crossed. From an Aussie who has no land-based border crossings. We'll see if we can make it at least look kind of reminiscent of something. But hey, Grey Man, hope you're well. Select those two nodes. Bring it over. I think there is a rabbit fence that they built, which did not work. Yeah, great. I've been lurking in your streams every now and then when I get the time. But it's end of year rush at the moment with work. Oh my god. It's nearly Christmas. Then I can chill out. It's the damn kangaroos. I want to see if I can have multiple highway connections. Yes, I can. Okay. That means I can mess around with this now. So if that is like that, then I can do a thinger that goes off like that, and then in like that. And there we go. You ate too much and you only ate half of what you ordered. Also spilled half of the soup. Yes, baby steps. That cursed game. Maybe not cursed, just deliberately working against me. Trying its hardest to stop me from beating the game. That's a good sample size, very representative of the player base. The horses were a bit much. Borderline TOS. I think that's the whole point of that game. I'll bring that back. Hey, Taylor? Okay. Oh, we're running at 60 FPS. It feels so buttery smooth. Oh my god. And if I look that way, back down to 20. What happens if I look over the hillside? Is it dropping? It's not doing too bad. definitely asleep. Just sleep typing. It's a legit thing. We can't judge. We have what's called a diverging diamond. Okay. Oh, yeah, that actually would be... That would be good, but I don't think City Skylines traffic would handle it very well. Definitely sleep typing. Eyes are totally shut. There we go. See if I can put those together. Oh, that's why this is looking a bit funky. There you go. How's that for the roads sort of doing their own thing? May have to adjust all of it. There we go. So this is actually the border entry point, and this will be the exit point. No, this is the exit point, and this is the entry. But they're too close together. What roads do we have? 4-lane, one-way. Maybe we can mess around with this thing. It's the same width as that, so we can... Yeah, we can work with it. It's not good, but you have faith. That's all we need. Faith and a bit of luck. What the? What is that? It's like... Oh, come on. Alright, I'll move that over here then. So we'll keep the original highway, but then we'll have this sort of plug-in. I honestly don't know what that was. Very, very odd behavior. I've noticed some of the bike lanes and pedestrian paths sort of react like that when you try and move them around. So I think it's tied to that somehow. I think this is just going to branch off angle. And we'll do that, because look, Coldwater, the text is back to normal. This will be for the citizens that have the E tag or whatever, they can go through. Same for returning. Wait. I'm doing this the wrong way. So for those entering, we have the big... I nearly did it the wrong way around. I built the whole thing the wrong way around. Mate. Good thing I caught that early. Imagine that. Imagine if that happened in real life. Build a massive bit of infrastructure and realize you built it the wrong bloody way around. Trying to get all the achievements in vanilla mode, and yesterday I got you Little Stalker. Yes, they are. They're coming in on the they're coming in on the right,
This is Cold Wave Radio, and I'm
and then they
Rihanna.
pop out,
Hello, listeners. I'd like to take a
and then
moment
they
to bring up a
exit
more
that
serious topic.
a bar a bit,
Empowerment.
a bit.
Man, I can't believe this.
Not to be preachy, just to bring into focus for a moment
Just at like exactly the wrong time.
something that is very near.
Yeah, it could be
Fishman
like
Richardson, the Great, the Third, the Second
Something near
hath
to my heart.
arrived.
And that
The battery's gonna die if I don't find it.
Old mate's got a name straight out of the Habsburg dynasty. Fisherman Richardson von Dingleberry. First of his name. Oh shit. I want it to wiggle. There we go. So we make it a big lad. Woogie woogie woogie. There we go. Checked by mods. Wait, what? Hang on. If I open Twitch. Oh, hang on, there we go. So I'm looking at OBS chat, so it doesn't show the auto mod things. Dingleberry is Fishman's 7th great grandfather. Okay, so this is the entry gate. Oh man. Maybe we don't have such a massive fan like the US border does. We'll just split it like this. Name of the output connector road to the other country should be Last Chance Highway. Yeah, this one, it's not Ashbourne, it'll be Last Chance. Maybe we can have like a little loop thing here for people that change their mind. Are you sure about that? I can go there. Spin it round. And then have it do its thing. Okay, that's an easy connection. And this is the entry input. Probably have that come out to about here. Straight line. If I make, just gotta make sure I click the right bloody thing. 42, 37. How do these work? Just enters a massive highway that slowly thins down. Do they have turnaround lanes? Yeah, we can add a small one here, and then another last chance turnaround there. And then the entry area can also have a turnaround. Just trying to figure out the basic road layout first. It's melting my brain. Oh. Yeah. Well, I guess we can make a big checking bay here, maybe. So they go through, they get flagged, and then they end up over here for a thorough scan. To make sure no dodgy business is being done. What, do we have anything that looks like it could function as that? Maybe this thing? How does it look in... It's just a warehouse, I think, that they get led into. And then there's a single lane. So make this 5. And then from here, that's where it pops off, and then it drops down to 4 lanes. Actually, no highway here, so this will be, we'll use the port roads. Then we'll have this one curve off. Like that. Do we have a 3-lane? No. I might have to make a custom highway. Add this request to the fact that I made him play Baby Steps. I won't forget, but you were the culprits. What have you done? let's use road builder. Let's see if I can throw maybe a median in. Why did you fall? Why did you fall? I think the road builder mod's a bit busted. Please no crash. Okay. And then ooh. This is scaring me. Scaring me a lot. Or should it be an empty lane instead of a median? You know, that's actually looking kind of promising. So we'll do empty lane here. Game pauses now for a full minute. Yeah, it's it likes to keep you on your toes, doesn't it? Keeps you guessing. What's this harbor? Ah. 3. Ah, it's almost as wide, just not quite. Makes me wonder where the trade-off is. So I'm thinking up here. I have one of these running back. So the exit will be a bit further up and then it comes back down and then it gets somewhere. Border crossings, I do not know. You know, I don't think I've ever gone through a road border crossing. An on-land border crossing. I'm trying to think. Is there one between the US and Canada? There probably is, right? But it's not extensive like the US and Mexico. Like this Tijuana border crossing is huge. I don't think I've ever gotten close to something of this magnitude. Yeah, we can have this sort of come out, enter here, and then maybe even loop around and then enter there. So you have 2 entry points and a single connecting to a single line.
And we everybody. Thanks for tuning in today.
You're listening to Cold Wave Radio.
So put some warehouses over here. I'm looking at it the wrong bloody way again. Oh, brother. This is gonna melt my mind. Oh. Already hurting my brain. So this is where the checks are happening. Suppose we have one big gate here, and then this is like the quick exit, and this is where you get checked. Oh my god, man, my head is in pain. This is how our brains hurt when we watch this stream. I finally understand your pain. Alright, this is going to be entertaining then. Thank you 24 for this building request. I think it's going to melt my brain, and you guys are going to enjoy it. It was the other way around before, but now the tables have turned. They have to cross over. Yeah, so I'm going to make this area here be where the roads switch. But we'll get the actual border crossing itself done, and then we'll start messing with that. I think if I start flipping roads when I'm already flipping them in my mind, it's gonna just end up pure chaos. So we'll keep that for the next stream, huh? But this is a pretty good start. Very extensive system here we've made already. And that we can start like building out here too. We haven't touched this area much. This might be a good little industrial valley or something. No wall. We've already got this big border here, and dump kangaroos. Okay, maybe. I wish there was a kangaroo asset. That'd be cool. Kangaroos and koalas and wombats. Maybe even an emu or two. 500k long industrial fence. We'll build the rabbit fence, the rabbit-proof fence. That was a legit Australian thing. It's 1,166 k's long. But they made a movie about it too. Not so much the rabbit-proof fence itself, but the plight of Indigenous Australians back then. Sounds like a good build request. A rabbit fence against rabbits in Australia. They're their own special pest that we have. But yeah, it is 12:30, so I am going to have to wrap up the stream. Yes, we do 24. Somebody brought them over for a bit of hunting, and then of course they got out and out of control. They're everywhere now. And let's see, can we raid anybody? Let's see, who's live? Yes, Cane Toads and the Drop Bears. We'll have to create some lore 24. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream. Cheers, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see yous on the next one. Right. Cheers, guys. See yous. Love yous all.